close to my heart. We've been in the industry for 53 years. We are into school uniform industry, which is like still, everything seems to have changed. Things have moved to digital age, everything, smart boards, everything is there. But still, school uniform industry is still a very neglected industry because somehow school is still a facilitator in this. And it's so important, so imperative that a child, a student looks smart when he or she is wearing the uniform. They should feel so comfortable with it. They should be happy wearing it. They should feel really, really, wow. That part seems missing here because there are small-time vendors, there are people who actually do not have factories to produce that kind of uniform which is required for a good standard schools. So eventually what happens is these small-time vendors take the product from local markets, get it stitched from local fabricators and retail in the schools in a very, very shabby manner, resulting in a way which is actually awful. I can assure all the principals can get aligned to what I'm talking here. It's really a matter of shame how great schools, but very shabby uniforms, a very shabby dispensing way of uniforms, poor quality uniforms. There's no quality of stitching. People hardly know, who are selling the uniform hardly know about the product they're selling. Children are wearing something which is in polyesters or something which is not good for the skin. But then that's how the way it is. Because even the school really does not know what quality and what kind of people they should be engaging them. So here, Tailor Smiths come into place. As I just shared, it was started by my father 53 years back. And we are a market leader in the sense that we have almost 2.5 lakh students which we give uniforms to. And this year we were so thankful to CMS for giving us the entry, and last year we gave uniform to 50,000 students of CMS. So thank you, sir. Thank you so much. And we are already associated with schools like GD Goenka, Pathway, Shri Ram, Lotus Valleys, and host of other schools wherein we are manufacturing and dispensing uniforms for them. So I just go through a mini slide. Almost like I'm in the industry for almost 29 years now. When I started off, I went with my father to one of the schools to approve the uniforms. A very renowned school. And at that school, they just asked me one question, how can we reduce the prices? So I was really shocked because there's so much more things involved in a uniform beside the cost. It's really what school should be looking, what is the fabric, how much comfort the child is going to be in the uniforms, how much happy your children are going to be in the uniforms. That's actually so important. Price is important because we understand it's a market which is which has like all the kind of parents which are going to buy it, and it's a cost to the parents. But at the same time, a good quality uniform, if worn well, will last at least 2 to 3 seasons. So at the end of the day, the cost a child is spending on the uniform is not much. And I would really request all the schools authorities to focus on the uniform part of it. Because once we give a good uniform to the child, he's the brand ambassador of the school. And the kind of outlook, a kind of feel, the child can, the kind of confidence, in fact, the child can show is really amazing, and it speaks volume about the school. So that's one key factor, I think, so it should be there. Can you just see?
Next, add this.
Okay.
I'll add this.
Okay. So as I just shared, this is the age of smart learnings. Oh, it's taking this one.
Next.
Some kids are going to smart schools, but the uniforms which are being worn are really not as per the standards of the school as should be. Besides, as we just spoke about the technology and ease of things, besides just producing these uniforms, we are also doing a lot of things like online distribution of these uniforms. So parents can just sit at home, order online uniforms and get it delivered at home, which is so ease of operations, unless, because it's all the working parents, it's not that easy to go up to the uniform shops, queue up there and see what's going around. So they can just order at home and the uniforms get delivered. So all these facilities we already have in our websites. So the schools which are engaged with us can have this uniforms done that way. So a lot of things have been done in that way, where we are looking at changing the way the uniform has been bought, the way uniform is being produced and bought, sold in the thing. Right now we've been more in the NCR market, but now we are moving towards the UP market. So as we have just started in the operations in Lucknow, we intend to cover a lot of cities in Uttar Pradesh. And I'm sure the kind of services we can provide there, being not just the experience, being a manufacturer, being a totally, we've been into uniforms, that's what we've been doing all our lives. And we have like state-of-art ERP where we ensure one visit promise to our customers. So all the customers walking in will get the uniform at the first go, which in itself is quite a rarity in the uniform sector. So we are working on all those things that will ensure these things will get improved. So I'll not take much of time. Thank you so much. Yeah.
A huge round of applause. Finally,